I'll be meeting with the electrophysiologist to discuss my referral for ablation. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's just a consult, but that's just the way it is. I'm nervous. So I'm taking a few stairs, 2 at a time. That's how we roll. Just that went not how I was expecting. I don't even know how to react. It's been like so much effort, and it's just been through so much. And whew, just pulled over for a minute. I'm like, I might be prematurely excited, but just that went not how I was expecting, and in the best possible way. So first of all, I am on the list for ablation because it takes a year right now from being put on the list till you're likely to have it. So things are backlogged, so it's a 1-year wait. Having said that, this actually represents an opportunity for us. First thing he does, he reran my CHADS VAS score and says, you probably don't need to be on the blood thinner anymore. And I'm like, that's awesome. That means I can return to boxing. But there's a but here. There's a but. So we went through my whole history with the electrophysiologist, and he said, out of caution, he said, we want you to do an experiment where you come off the metoprolol for a week and just make sure your blood pressure stays in the normal range when you're off metoprolol. And if it does that, then you can just go right off the blood thinner. And I was like, okay, but I'm on the metoprolol. The only reason I'm on it now is because I take the flecainide to prevent the AFIB. And he said, just go off that too for the week. And because we need to find out. He said, you just go off for the week. It's just to make sure your blood pressure isn't rising. And if your blood pressure stays normal, you can go back on those two, and you can just come off the blood thinner immediately. And I was like, oh, I just think that would be so awesome if I could just, because while I enjoy the powerlifting, I'm not sure that's where I want to take my fitness now after I've developed all this cardio. And what I really wanted to do was return to boxing and kickboxing. Probably just boxing. I feel like I don't think I really want to do it to my legs, doing Muay Thai kickboxing. I mean, at 53, I feel like that's just too hard on my legs and I'm risking too much injury. So I think I would love to do boxing and just some light sparring again. Because right now I can't even hit a heavy bag on blood thinners, because if you've ever hit a heavy bag, if you ever have any skill on a heavy bag, you know that shock from every punch goes through your whole body and you risk a brain bleed every time when you're on blood thinners. So I'm like, I'm just I almost want to cry. I feel like I've gotten a Christmas miracle. So anyway, we went on. He said, your BMI is still not in the normal range. You've gone from morbidly obese to slightly obese, and I admit it. But I said, that's just time. I said, look how far I've come in a year. I mean, I'm going to get down. He said, well, I'm going to see you again in 6 months, and if your BMI is normal, and my thinking right now, he says, is you probably don't even need the ablation. Probably don't need it. And keep losing the weight. You can probably come off all the medication. But because the wait is so long, we're going to put you on it. And then that way, if we decide to proceed with it, we avoid, we didn't waste 6 months. So that's the plan right now. And I just feel like everything I've done just fucking paid off right fucking now, man. It just paid off, and I don't even know how to react. It's been like so much effort, and it's just been through so much. And if at the end of the day I've come close to curing myself, or at least not needing this invasive thing and going off the blood thinners and just having a normal life of a healthy person. Just the hope of that. Just the hope of that would mean so much. So, it's been a fucking great way to start the week. Pardon the swearing. I don't like to swear on the channel, but I'm so grateful for this community we've got going on YouTube. It really keeps me motivated. It really keeps me motivated. Oh, and that reminds me, one more piece of news. They're starting a program at Hamilton Health Sciences, which is like the premier clinic in Canada, to encourage people with heart conditions to exercise. And I'm like, well, I just happen to have a YouTube channel where I do that. So he's putting my name in as the ambassador for this program. So, wow. I'm floored. I mean, I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. I got a freaking cappuccino to celebrate on the way out. This is worth celebrating. This is a big moment. So I guess inadvertently I now have YouTube material, because I'll be off the metoprolol and flecainide for a week and logging my blood pressure and recording it. So that's obviously going to be a video. And in a way, it's, for me, it's the best possible outcome, because the ablation's still on the table if I have problems, and then I can just proceed now. It's all scheduled, and I'm on the list, but I have this window out that if I just continue what I'm doing, not only do I avoid a procedure that is not without risks and is quite invasive, not only that, I could participate in this ambassadorship program the hospital's putting on, and just help motivate other people to have some modicum of success. I mean, I'm blessed. I'm lucky that mine. I mean, obviously, people are going to respond differently to if a different person did my diet and exercise and lived my year exactly, they might not respond as well. I get that, but guaranteed they'll improve. Guaranteed. But if I can just inspire some change in other people, and to me, that's what I'm looking at this point in my life. What I want is to have a lasting legacy. And if that lasting legacy is with 5 or 10 people and a small channel on YouTube, and someone in 10 years comes and finds my video 10 years after I'm gone, just finds an old video, hey, check out this guy back in 2023 and what he did, and that helps them, I just consider that a legacy. And today is a frickin' beautiful day. I can't wait to tell Steve and Big Sad and my wife, who I made this video before I called her, but I know she's teaching today, so it's not like I can just call her, but she might be annoyed I made this video before I talked to her. I'm just really happy. I feel like I've got a Christmas miracle today. So anyway, everyone, thanks. I'm going to publish this evening, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting year, and I feel like if something comes up at this point now, I'm just going to be so heartbroken. But at the same time, there's a safety net of the ablation scheduled. So, man, exercise and lose weight, people. It's possible. It is possible. There is a light now at the end of my tunnel. There is a light, a real light. So it's possible. Do it. And I have my new show starting every Sunday night for the year. So come along for the ride. Come along. Let's all do it together. awesome.
Rearranging my life and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan. Rearranging my life and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the gas. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan. Rearranging my life and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing